Good Sunday morning, everybody. Rahim Askalai here, and this is episode 284. The third Sunday without football, and honestly, I'm not sure. I can't fucking take it anymore. Let's be real. Thank God we have the combine going on, and yes, we will continue to hit you with coverage from the second day, as well as reaction from the first day. We're just a little behind as far as video editing is concerned. A list of guys' stock who's improved. There's guys whose stock plummeted. Like, dude, why the fuck did you even do it? Should have just waited till your pro day to show your numbers. And that's what I have been looking at and working on, so you can expect that to be happening literally within the next 48 hours. Out of Western Mass, a big weekend in college. Out of Western Mass sports, it's a spectacular night on the ice, all throughout the state. We also had a couple basketball games that were played as well. Scores from a big weekend in college hoops. Got you covered there, as well as NBA and NHL stuff. Episode 284 starts now. Georgia's Jordan Davis, first round hopeful and the best defensive tackle in this class, literally, at 341 pounds, runs a 4.740. Let that sink in. I'll give you a second. A 4.740? That nigga is almost he's got almost 200 pounds on me, and he's faster than me? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Wow. That's an amazing number. And you got to think, like, if you're a guard or you're a center that's getting ready to double team this guy, like what are you really going to do against a man that moves that quick? And is that fast? Nothing. I don't know. And to say that Jordan Davis' stock rose would be a complete and utter understatement. This guy is most likely going to have himself within the top 15, maybe top 10. I don't know. That's amazing. Glad to see that stat. That was really awesome. And then it can puts in your mind, you know what I mean, how quick and how fast that these NFL guys really are. Even at such a what he weighs in at, you know what I mean? It's crazy just to think about that speed size ratio. It's unheard of. Number 11, Villanova survives the scare, and they beat Butler 78-59. I was watching that game. It was pretty good, especially towards the end there when Butler thought something was going to happen. But 96 is the number here for this next story. 96 former Duke Blue Devils were there to attend Coach K's home finale, in which the Tar Heels upset them anyway. So it was a lot went on. We have a lot of parts to this story anyway. So they're, the former kids, former players, some pros, coached by Coach K, and they came to see that final home game, and Duke was upset. Duke was top 10, and the Tar Heels said, "Oh wait, motherfucker, you're not top 10. Let me upset you real quick." So, and those were some expensive tickets. I had heard something around some of them had to go for like $40,000, something like that, which is outrageous, but understandable with a coach as Mike K's, with his stature, you know what I mean, everything he's been able to accomplish at the collegiate level. It's awesome. It was probably still fun, even though you lost. You enjoyed your last homestand, I guess. Who knows? MLB to resume talks today. It is said that the playoffs are a hot topic. Those sides are drawing closer a little bit. There's nothing imminent of a start date and when we will be able to see baseball again. But as soon as we know something, we will let you know exactly what it is. baseball's back. Hopefully, yay. Hopefully I'll be hitting you guys with that. WNBA star Brittany Griner was detained in Russia for having hashish oil. The WNBA reps are working as hard as they can to bring her home. Honestly, she needs to get home, please. They need to work hard, like, round the fucking clock. You understand the conflict that Russia has put itself in by invading Ukraine, and it's to say it's inhumane is fucked up. And then now for them, they might look at her as like a bargaining piece of something like that, and that's not cool at all. Brittany Griner, if you ever get a chance to see this, I pray for your safety, your good health, and your mental health, and hopefully we get a chance to see you on the other side of this, back home on the United States soil. Tennessee Vols win a close one at home against the surging Arkansas team. You know how Arkansas has done this week. Prior to this loss, it was 4 out of the last 5, I believe, something like that, or it might have been like 3 out of 4. I don't know. It was something there, something I had written down, but I didn't put it here in the computer. But either way, the Tennessee Vols win 78-74, and our Razorbacks team, which, in my opinion, they've done enough to get in. I'm not sure if they will. Selection Sunday is going to be very telling as far as finding out if that's what happens. Now, let me find out real quick. When is NCAAA Selection Sunday? You gotta sound it out because I'm. Wow. So, Selection Sunday is next week, which would obviously mean that this is championship week. So, ACC, SEC, Big East. There's probably not even any Big East anymore, but you get the picture. And that's it for the news. Let's talk about college basketball right now. Number 13, Tennessee over Arkansas, as we just talked about, 78-74. Number 11, Villanova over Butler, 78-59, as we also talked about in the beginning. Number 5, Auburn beats South Carolina Gamecocks, 82-71. Number 8, Purdue over Indiana, 69-67. Kentucky beats Florida, 71-63. Oklahoma State upsets Texas Tech, 52-51. It wasn't really that big, but when an unranked opponent beats a ranked opponent, that's crazy. And I was just talking to my boy Jonathan Matlock, Moneyline Classic. You already know the vibes as we've been advertising it, and we will continue. We were talking college basketball, and just I love the sentiment that he echoed. It's just like, nothing's guaranteed. You know what I mean? This year, like, all the top teams lose. The AP Top 25 looks different week after week, and there's been no real dominance. And I think that this tournament is really it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to predict. It's gonna be hard to put money on and then watch my wallets just go to shit. But you know, we're still gonna go with it, right? Anyway, like I was saying, we were talking college basketball. Texas Tech was one team that I got scared a couple weeks ago when they jumped in the top 10. Here and they lost, and not only did they lose, they lost again here. So I guess Texas Tech isn't really a team to be afraid of. Who knows? Number 6, Kansas over number 21, Texas, 70-63. Arizona beats Cal, 89-61. Baylor has no problem with beating Iowa State, 75-68. Duke was upset by North Carolina, 94-81, as we talked about in the beginning. Number 17, UCLA, all over number 16, USC, 75-68. Sarah Clana beats Portland, 91-67, and those are your scores for college basketball on the men's side. Check back later tomorrow's episode, and we'll have more scores on what is going to be a big Sunday in college hoops. On to the women's side. Number 3, NC State over Virginia Tech, 70-55. Number 7, UConn beats Georgetown handily, 84-38. Texas over Oklahoma State 65-50. Miami upsets Notre Dame 57-54. Notre Dame was ranked 20. This is about the second time the school has pulled this bullshit this week. Kansas over number 19, Oklahoma 73-67. Belmont over Tennessee Tech 51-29. Number 14, Indiana Hoosiers over number 13, Ohio State 70-62. Number 1, South Carolina Gamecocks beat Ole Miss by 10, 61-51. Number 12, Iowa over Nebraska, 83-66. Number 8, Iowa over West Virginia, 74-57. Kentucky beats number 18, Tennessee Vols, 83-64. And that's it for college hoops on the women's side. Let's go on to the NBA. Dallas over Sacramento, 114-113. Miami beats Philly, 99-82. First loss with James Harden. Memphis over Orlando, 124-96, and my Lakers beat the Golden State Warriors, 124-116. Great win there, and that's all we have for NBA. Moving on to hockey, NHL. Islanders over the St. Louis Blues, 2-1. Philly beats Chicago, 4-3. Vancouver over Toronto, 6-4. Nashville smokes the Sharks, 8-0, and Calgary over Colorado in overtime, 4-3. And now we have Western Mass Sports. We're just going to go through scores and talk about it as we go along. Boys hockey. Linfield beats Northbridge in the State Division III round of 32, 10-0. Hull over Hamilton Wenham 4-1 in State Division IV round of 32 also. Scituate beats Stoughton 9-1. That's Division III. Let's see any more for hockey. Dartmouth beats Westwood 4-3. Norwell over Greenfield 4-0. Any more hockey? Medway beats Foxborough 1-0. Hanover beats Old Rochester 5-0, and that's it for hockey on the boys' side. Now let's talk a little basketball. Bishop Fenwick at Belchertown. Belchertown loses there 77-30. Those were the state division. That was the state's Division III round of 32. Also, Longmeadow Lancers beat Oliver Ames 74-71. Good job in the State 2 Division round of 32 boys basketball. You know we love our basketball here in Western Mass. What else do I have for you? Cathedral Boston beats Winthrop 84-56. State Division 4 round of 32. Down here in my notes. And that's it for boys basketball. Now let's talk about girls hoops here. We have a couple games. Newburyport beat Shepherd Hill 57-43. Cohasset all over Monument Mountain 51-49. Anything else for girls basketball? Yes, North Quincy over Masconomet 80-57. And that's it for basketball. Now on to girls hockey. We have Billerica over Bishop Stang 4-3. One more girls hockey, I believe. Nope, and that is it, which means that concludes Western Mass Sports, and you can check back with us tomorrow as we got a huge preview as the basketball tournaments continue. And this has been an episode 284 of 413 Sports Talk. 45 subscribers on YouTube, and we're on Facebook trying to grow the show, and put all these Western and Mass athletes, student athletes, their schools, their families, the coaches. We're trying to put everything and everybody on big, huge magnifying glass over the state. This is what it's here for. I love you all. Wish you nothing but health, wealth, and success. And we'll see you tomorrow with episode 2.